So y'all might remember a while back, actually not that long ago, when Discovery and ID and all of those fly things merged with HBO and Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
They changed the app from HBO Max to just Max. But I don't know about you. Me personally, I never respected that, and I still call it HBO Max.
That's true.
So, do you
I think,
also call it HBO Max?
yeah, I call it HBO all the time because it's been HBO since we were kids.
Right. Exactly.
And as far
Well,
as we were concerned, all they did was just create a second layer of HBO content. You know what I mean? Like
right.
there was HBO, which was the cable channel, and then the
Yep.
streaming service popped up, and we were like, "Oh, this is also HBO,
Right.
HBO Max." At that, and we were
Right.
pleased with HBO Max.
We were very happy with HBO Max.
Yep, and then they changed it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, they are changing it once again. That's right. It says here, coming soon. Same app, new-ish name. The plot twist everyone's been waiting for. Max is becoming HBO Max. Coming home this summer. Hey, 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 hey. What the hell are y'all doing over there?
What the helly?
Go ahead.
What the helliance?
I know you got one more.
What the hell, LeBron James?
Yep.
Cause like, what are y'all
That's what I'm
doing?
asking. That's all I want to know. I just want to know what are y'all doing over there?
Why
Like
y'all put
honestly.
us through this?
Like what's going on?
Honestly, I took it as okay. Order is being restored because sometimes we got to be honest about the fact that sometimes companies try things that just simply don't work. Or it's kind of like X. Change the name back to Twitter. I know it can't change, but change the name back to Twitter. You know why? Because we all still call it Twitter. Most of us do
You
at
also
least.
I am totally with you.
I feel like people who need to use it for business of some sort call it X. Everybody else is calling it Twitter because it's still Twitter. Is
Still
it not?
Twitter. Still looks like Twitter. Still operates like Twitter. It's Twitter.
Y'all be on Facebook. It's
Oh
Facebook.
yeah, we don't call it Meta.
Right. The Facebook people. Like Zuckerberg is Facebook.
Yeah.
He's I mean, sure, there's a company called Meta, but we're not honestly, I feel like that's the one that people actually latched onto the most out of all of them. I feel like more people say Meta than anything else.
And they do it when they're talking about the conglomerate, right? Like
Yeah.
they do it when they're talking about the bigger company, not like I was on the Meta app.
Right.
No, they say I was on Facebook and I saw blah 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 blah. Or they say like, "Oh, I'm about to send you this post from Meta." No. They say, "I'm
No.
about to send you this post from Facebook."
Or Instagram or whatever it is, right? So I just feel like why y'all did this in the first place? Y'all was really like we were fine with it being HBO Max. We understood that there was going to be content folded in that wasn't necessarily birthed on HBO, and we were okay with that. We weren't mad at y'all for keeping it as HBO. Now you got to go do all this extra work. All these people did all this work for nothing.
No.
Somebody asked me, well, our Drake correspondent, my brother, he hit me and he was like, "You work in media. What is the meaning of this? Because why do you keep changing the name?"
All they had to do was add those other hubs like they did on the app, and that's
That's
it.
it. NBC,
That's it.
NBC Universal has the Peacock app. Okay?
Right.
Now, if they go and they change it to something else at this point, and then come back to Peacock, we're gonna call it Peacock. If something changes, if they decide, and I don't expect them to change their branding, but then again, we didn't expect HBO to change their branding.
We
I
sure
don't
didn't.
expect them to change their branding anytime soon because the peacock has been a symbol of NBC specifically for
Forever.
years. It
Yeah,
would be
forever.
strange for them to up and change it now, especially when they've gotten all of us to call it peacock. But imagine peacock changing the name to something like birdie. I don't know, whatever. We're not calling it that. We still gonna call it peacock. Especially black people, we don't.
Birdie is great. Birdie is great. They might want to look into that. They might want to look into that.
Maybe they should have changed Twitter to Birdie. That would have been probably.
But that's your pet sale. So maybe Peacock.
No, Peacock should not change the name. That's my point. We don't change the name,
Don't you
even if
think it
y'all are
was?
like, it's not testing well. Trust me, don't change the name. There are names that need to be changed. We won't get into it because again, I work
Another
in
time.
media and I might want to work those places, but.
This might offend my political connects.
Okay, because some companies could stand to change their name. But listen, if we're getting the same great content, that's really all I want. That's all I
Right.
want.
That's all that matters.
Give me the same content that I expect. You want to give people 90 Day Fiance also? That's fine. Whatever.
And those people will watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love me some Max. When all else
Yeah.
fails, you go to Max.
That's my default app. I know other people got their favorite, but I go to Max.
Nah, mine is Max too. Mine is Max. When I'm done
Excuse
watching
me, excuse
everything.
me. HBO Max.
Look at us contradicting the whole argument.
Just made ourselves look like McAssholes.
Fools.
Let's
Plum
move on.
fools.
Move on.
We were trying to get on board until
We
y'all
were,
came through
but
and ran
now they
into it.
switched it up.
Well, before you move on, let me just say one quick thing about this. They are making fun of themselves. So they're calling it a newish name. They're very much aware of what's happening. NPR did a whole write up about it where they were like, yeah, they're kind of poking fun of themselves because
Because they know.
they know it's ridiculous, but they probably lost subscribers and people who were diehard people like if you've been around, not the young people, the older people, the millennials, and back. HBO has been a staple
Yes.
for gazillions of years.
Yes.
So they needed to know. I mean, anyway, let's move on.